What is up, y'all? My bra is in the background. Hold on. What's up? I have the flu, but I took a shower and I brushed my teeth and I drank some water and ate some food and my fever has gone down, so I feel better and I'm bored. So I'm gonna give myself something to do by making and finishing this video that I started recording like a couple days ago, but then I got sick so I couldn't finish it. Alright, so before I start this video, I just want to explain that I'm not technically vegan anymore. I mean, just for now. I don't know what I'm going to do in the next few months or whatever. I'm just like experimenting with food and how it makes me feel and stuff because I'm really desperate to improve my mental health because it's been deteriorating for a long time now. I'm desperate for improvement. Oh god, okay. We're fine. Anyway, I am desperate for some improvement in my mental health. With the guidance of my therapist and my fiance Chris, I am implementing only fish and eggs into my diet right now because they are packed with healthy fats for the brain, omega-3s and 6s, and also vitamin B and B12, DHA, all that stuff that your brain needs. And I'm just experimenting. If this doesn't make me feel better, then obviously I'm not going to keep doing it if it doesn't make me feel better, but I have to give it a chance for a significant amount of time to see improvement. So I'm having issues, sorry. But I did film a more in-depth clip about this a week or two ago whenever I was making a different video that did not work out because I forgot to finish it. Here's that. I also wanted to talk about like some diet changes that I've been doing. People might find this video and get really mad at me. So backstory, I've been vegan for 4 years. I used it as a way to recover from an eating disorder I had in high school. Excuse me. In high school, I heavily abused laxatives and I starved myself. Then I went into a cycle of binging. The laxatives damaged my liver and just my entire digestive system was so messed up. My whole body was just so messed up. I was really sick. And to heal from that, my doctor nutritionist at the time recommended that I start a mostly plant-based diet. I slowly went vegan over the course of a few months and I healed my body so quickly and I stopped my disordered eating, but that did not stop my disordered thoughts about food. I still have disordered thoughts about food, you know. There are kids screaming. I'm still working that out. Is someone dying? Do you guys hear that? I'm still working that out. If I start talking again, he's gonna scream. I'm still working out my disordered thoughts about food in therapy. They've gotten way better and way more manageable. But anyway, the vegan diet, I love it so much because it gave me a sense of control after feelings of just losing control with an eating disorder. It's just a lot, okay? I can't explain my issues with control and food and because I have a lot of issues. So I love the vegan diet because it healed my body rapidly. I went from not getting any nutrients to getting tons and tons of nutrients from fruits and vegetables. So the vegan diet made me feel so much better mentally and physically, but over the course of college, I had a lot of bad things happen and just things made my mental health deteriorate all over again. I had to get on antidepressants in college. I had to start taking anxiety pills in college. I had to start doing psychotherapy in college, and my therapist and my fiance mentioned to me several times, diet does help a lot with mental illness, so maybe you should try something new. I was really reluctant and hesitant and just really defensive about it at first. And the thing is, it did help me for a long time. It helped me get to a place where I'm very healthy physically. It helped me gain a sense of control over myself. I went from one type of restriction to another with being vegan. And I'm not saying that being vegan is bad, because it's not. I love the lifestyle. But I'm saying, for me, I think it was not healthy for my mindset as I continued, because it was just another form of restricting food. And I slowly figured that out in therapy. I am going to be mostly plant-based for a while because it makes me feel really good physically, but mentally I have a lot of issues that I think could be improved by a more balanced diet which I've never really had. I've had issues throughout my whole life with, I really don't think for a significant period of time in my life I have had a balanced diet. I've always been going back and forth between restricting certain foods, and I've never had a balanced diet for a significant amount of time in my life. So that's what I'm trying right now, and I am not saying that the vegan diet is bad by any means. I am saying right now that it may not be good for me mentally, and I still love it, and I'm sad about this because being vegan has become such a big part of my identity. And I also think that's kind of a problem for me because I find so much comfort and my sense of identity in labels like vegan, major depressive person, PTSD, anxiety. Like, most of those are not positive labels. I find so much comfort and familiarity with them, and I think it's important for me to explore and find a sense of identity within myself and not within a label. So I'm just in a period of exploration. I'm really open about having a more balanced diet, and what that entails is 80%-ish fruits and vegetables and plant-based and whatever, and then like 20% fish and eggs. And that's what I'm doing right now because fish and eggs are the animal products that upset my stomach the least. I don't know if it will help me at all, but I am willing to try anything at this point. I think it's important that everybody realizes that one diet does not fit all. Every body is different. Every body needs different things and different foods. Okay, anyway, for this video, I show what I'm eating kind of plant-based, vegetarian-wise, still like healthy and well-balanced and stuff like that, because I think it's important to show, you know, that there are several ways to be healthy. So for breakfast this day, which was a few days ago, I decided to make French toast for my family, but I made it a healthy version. So I used Dave's Killer Bread, which is packed with ancient grains and lots of nuts and seeds, and I dipped it in this egg and almond milk mixture, which also had some cinnamon, nutmeg, coconut oil, you know, stuff like that. I'll put the recipe I use in the description if you're interested in using it. And I basically just cooked them on a pan, and it was really good. And I decided to have some berries and apples with it because I am still trying to implement as many fruits and vegetables into every meal as possible. That's what makes me feel the best physically. For lunch, it was a really late lunch, so I just kind of had a light salad. I put a handful or two of spinach in there, and then some sliced tomatoes, bell peppers. What else did I put? This was a few days ago. Oh gosh. I put like 3 things in there, didn't I? Oh, I put some broccoli. There we go. Okay, we're fine. And then for the dressing, because all the dressings we had were either expired or I just don't like them, I watered down some hummus, which might sound gross, okay? But hummus is like really thick and chunky and you can't really use it as a dressing. So I watered it down a little bit and like spread it on top of my salad. And then I put some nutritional yeast on it, which I don't know how many people know what nutritional yeast is, but it's delicious and like a vegan staple. I still put it on everything, so. And then on the side, I had some cashews and a few different types of like crackers. I think I had some pretzel crackers, and then I had 2 rye crackers that I dip in my salad and stuff like that. And then the best meal of all time, that is still my favorite thing, I made vegan mac and cheese. I will also put this recipe in the description if you want to try it. It's really good. I basically used Banza pasta, which is a chickpea pasta, and then for the cheese or whatever, it's a mixture of potato and just a bunch of seasonings and tahini. It's really, really good.
I'm sexy and I know it.
But I feel like this is kind of like an atypical day of eating based on what I've been eating recently, because a lot of times I will have both eggs and fish in one day, but because my family was all over that day, my family was also using the kitchen and the oven and stuff like that to cook whatever they wanted, and I was doing whatever I wanted. I just decided not to cook salmon because someone else was using the oven. I think the most typical dinner I have been having recently in this new diet change thing has been a mixture of rice, salmon, vegetables, and greens. Here's a picture of what, you know, my dinner has typically been looking like when I don't cook mac and cheese, which I don't usually do that. I have to say I don't really feel that much different eating this way. I don't know how long I will do this. I will do it until I feel different or I don't feel different. I'm gonna give it a few months and see how I feel to give it an honest shot. But if I don't feel any different, then I'll try something else, or I'll talk to a doctor and see what I should do. This is not a video to bash veganism. I just think that every body is different and every body requires different nutrients and different things. I think it's really ridiculous to think that all bodies are the same and need the same things. I think the vegan diet is great, and I would definitely love to revisit it in the future if that is what is best for me, but right now I really need to do what I can to help myself. I'll see y'all.